Yes. Welcome back to In the Know with Lolo Knows. I'm your host, Lolo, and today we have an amazing guest, Akron DJ musician and techno purveyor, Ricky Spanish. And Ricky, it's great to have you here. How are you doing today?
Um, I'm getting by. It's been an interesting day, so
Very much. Actually, this has been a very tough day for many of us, especially in the dance music scene. So today we're diving into some hot topics, particularly how the current election has shaken our dance music scene and the world at large. And I've been doing a lot of soul searching lately, and the political climate weighs heavily on my heart. You know, so for me, this issue feels deeply personal, and it feels like a betrayal when our rights are compromised for convenience. Have you experienced similar feelings, and how are you channeling that and coping with that?
well, I feel like as far as the dance music community is concerned, quote unquote, our bubble,
Mm-hmm.
this shouldn't really matter because those people shouldn't be at the function anyway. Like if that's your vibe and that's your guy and that's what you're about, then why are you even at what I'm doing or buying my music or booking me or whatever? And you can say, well, music's for everyone and blah, blah, blah. Mine's not. My music's not for you. If you don't like black people, if you don't like gay people, if you want to run immigrants out of the country, my music's not for you. And house music, techno in particular, I mean, obviously there's other kinds of electronic music, but house and techno was mostly founded by inner city black folks and gay people and trans people and those people. So the disconnect there to me is what bothers me is that you can show up at a show or buy music or be jamming out in your car and then vote against those people's abilities and rights and autonomy and make them feel less than. That's where I get lost in the sauce, so to speak. It's like a few years ago when Republicans were mad about Rage Against the Machine being too political. Rage Against the Machine are a bunch of communists. Like that's their vibe, that's their thing. So like you're consuming something that is rallying. I'm against you. I'm against what you believe.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't think trans people have a place in our society, I am against you and I will fight with you. If
Mm-hmm.
you don't think black people should be able to operate freely in society, I am against you. Like, I feel fortunate because of this music, because I am a middle aged, middle class white dude who grew up in the sticks. And because of this music, I have black friends and gay friends and trans friends and a Puerto Rican wife and all these people and cultures and things that have come to me through this music. So when someone kind of like steps to that or wants to go in on any of those groups, yeah, man, that is personal to me, extremely personal. Like I'm some white dude from the sticks, and probably like 75% of my friends are gay. That's unheard of, probably. I am an anomaly. So you bet your fucking ass I'm going to stick up for those people and I'm going to fight for those people. I'm a white dude from the sticks with a Puerto Rican wife and three black stepkids. Yes, I'm an anomaly. So I have to be loud. I have to be in your face because not to overshadow those people, not to fight for them, but to fight with them, to stand next to them, to amplify their voices. So to go beyond the dance music scene and just life in general, yeah, man, like I'm friends with these people. They're my family. So, in this climate of creating these theys, as I call it, like that's what the right is kind of doing is they're creating all these theys. They did this and they want to do that and they and they and they and they. And for people that don't like pronouns, they sure love they. They fucking love they. They create these theys and they want to put them in a box or they want to hold them down or they want to use them as boogeymen to promote their agenda or whatever. And I'm just not fucking here for it, man. Like, I will become someone that people don't want to be around real fucking quick.
Here's the thing though, but there you're not there. This is the thing I'm coming to realize, and I understand where you're feeling real passionate and where you draw the line, and I appreciate that so much. But I'm also learning to let those people be who they are. You know, you even
100, 100.
you taught me that, Mr. Spanish, over the years, just let people be who they are, and I've had to learn that and
No,
accept
100%.
that. I woke up this morning and I felt defeated. I felt I wanted to stay up
Fair.
I wanted to stay up with Kamala because that is hard, because it's a reminder, especially for women like me who are passionate, who've lived decades in hope,
Mm-hmm.
only to be let down over and over and over and over and over again.
Yep.
To be in a scene which I felt actually saved my life for a time. It uplifted me up. It made me feel connected to something that was than myself. And then to wake up and realize and look at those numbers, look at all of those numbers.
Oh, she got stomped.
And just cry because now I'm thinking one out of two people, you know, side.
Right, but and I don't mean to cut you off, but it is that, but it's not because you have to remember
I'm
that.
just telling you my train of
Right.
where
No,
I
I
was.
know. I get it, but I'm just trying to give you a little perspective. You're right, but you got to remember that corn votes in this country. These empty vast spaces with two fucking people living in them, they vote. Those in the places that you operate, that voice might be there, but it's small. It is in the corner.
I get it. I just want to get back to my thought though.
I'm sorry.
It made me feel as though waking up, like, what's the point? Do you know what I mean? But you know what? You know what the point is? And I had to sit there. I sat there all day. I don't know what I think inside a lot of us really felt that momentum. We really felt like we felt good in that moment. We felt a tide turning for us, only for it to just the rug.
Got your legs kicked out.
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of us felt, a lot of us women especially woke up feeling like that. And
It's hard.
I've lived, and then to see the Latin vote
Yeah.
and what that did,
It hurt.
Black men especially who were, in on that vote. But, I was really concerned there. There's all, but also not surprised.
Right.
And but here we are. Here we are.
Yeah.
And I guess I'm sitting back and trying to reflect, are we now needing to just take a step back and let these people be who they are? We have nothing else to say. You do you. You know what I'm saying? We can be, I can always be polite and be cordial and nice to people. And, I have no, I am not, I'm good. I can sleep with myself at night. You know
To
what I'm
your point,
saying?
to
I
your
can sleep. I sleep really good with myself at
so do
night.
I.
A
To
lot, a
right.
lot. You see me a lot asleep
You
because
do
you
like
know
to sleep.
what? I can sleep. I
Right.
can sleep knowing I do good every day. I have no guilt in my heart. I did not sell my soul for any gas. You
Which
know
is
what I'm saying?
whatever,
Like I
right?
didn't do that shit.
But here's my point. What I was going to expand upon what you said. You kind of used my own.
And
I always say
we don't even our kids are grown right now. Our kids are actually grown. We could have, and we're still voting for things for kids. We're still doing those things.
sure,
We're
because you
still
have to.
voting for the greater good.
Well, because society has to move on. It has. You have to keep it going. But like to your point, you said what I. It's my famous phrase. And if you're listening or you're watching or whatever, take what I'm about to say and apply it in your life because it will change your life and it will make your life so much easier and so much better. Let people be who they are. Let them fucking be who they are. But that doesn't mean you let people walk all over you.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes
Right.
you got to let people be who they are the fuck over there.
Right.
And that's that line. That's that line in the sand. That's where I operate. I have no animosity towards anybody. But if you step up, I will step up as well.
You know what
Yeah.
kills me? These people are acting like we're being hateful now that we're drawing
Well,
those
no, that's projection.
boundaries,
That's
even though
project.
they have
That's
no
no.
boundaries.
Well, no, they have lots of boundaries. They're the biggest fucking pussies on earth. They're scared of trans people. They're scared of gay people. They're scared of movies. They're scared of TV. They're scared of God. They're scared of fucking everything. They're the biggest chicken shits on the face of the fucking earth. They're scared of their own fucking shadows. They're surrounded in boundaries. That's their problem.
Oh man, okay.
They are so stacked with fucking boundaries that they don't even know which way the fucking wind's blowing. So I take your point and what you're saying, and but let's flip it around. They are the ones that are scared. I'm not scared. I don't like what happened. I'm not okay with it. I'm not going to be okay with it, but I'm not afraid.
Mm-hmm.
I've been, for lack of a better word, a revolutionary my entire life. That's how I've always lived. I've always been against the grain. I've always been go your own way. I've always tried to stand up for the little guy. And I will continue to do that.
Yeah.
And if the whole thing goes to shit, I'll die fighting. I'm not done here. I'm not going to leave that whole if you don't like it, leave. No, fuck you. You leave. I'm not going to leave. I'm going to stand by my friends. I'm going to stand by my family. I'm going to go fucking keep voting for whatever the fuck that's worth. I'm going to fucking bitch about it online. I'm going to call shit out. I'm going to call people out because that's who I am and that's what I do. And someone's got to do it. You can't just let this shit run because if you give a fucking inch, they're going to take a fucking mile.
It's true.
It's this Project 2025, this, that, and the fucking other. It, look, it's a lot of noise.
So let's talk about how this may play out in the dance music environment.
Okay.
Like, where now that we know, you know, there,
I don't think that presence is
you
that
know
big
what
there
it
though.
is about this music that I love so much? The fact that I know that it heals so many people. But I think uh, I wanted people to see people, I wanted so many people to come and experience what I experience for myself.
Sure.
And I wanted that, you just share that freely with everybody, right?
Of course.
So And now, even just the people who are coming in, like myself, we respect the culture. We respect the culture. We respect the foundations of what was laid before us in order to continue to, continue to enjoy this music and enjoy the community.
It's
You know what I
it's
mean? But never, it's just like, I guess my question is, are we becoming too critical of these ones who want to share in this,
no,
or
no,
really believe they really don't belong in this space?
they don't. They don't belong in this space. And if that makes me an asshole, then fucking put it on the long list of shit that makes me a fucking asshole. It's you don't belong in this space because you can't circle that square. You can't retcon history. You're supporting things that are diametrically opposed to all the things that you claim you support.
Mhm.
You're against immigration, but you listen to the music of black people. You're against trans people, but you listen to the techno artists that are trans. Like, how do you square that? How do you wake up in the like the disconnection there is so fucking massive to me. Like, again, and not to keep banging the same fucking drum, I'm some white dude from the fucking sticks. If I can make it out and I can change not what was beat into my head because it wasn't beat into my head. My parents are fairly liberal. They're middle of the road, but they're fairly liberal and they're great people. They're very accepting. They're very awesome.
Yeah.
But if I can make it out of that environment and not be racist and not be homophobic and not be worried about trans people and not be some fucking religious zealot, then there's no excuse. And even you, yeah, you're brown, but you lived out in the middle of fucking nowhere too when you were a kid.
Yeah.
And here you are DJing and playing music and being surrounded by all these people and learning different cultures and learning different things. It's why it's so weird to me, people that like hunker down,
Hmm.
live in the same town you grew up in, you hang out with the same motherfuckers you went to high school with. Like, don't get me wrong, I have friends that I went to high school with. We don't hang out a lot because I've grown and they've grown. They've gone out into the world. I've gone out into the world. And, we text or we might go have a beer or something, but we're on different paths, as you fucking should be. You shouldn't be hanging out with the guys that you were hanging out with when you were fucking 18, when you're 40. That's fucking weird. Unless it is. Let's be fucking honest. I mean, yes, there are people that cultivate those friendships and you're on the same path, and that's fine. But the reality of life is some people are going to peel off and have kids. Some people are going to get married. Some people are going to die. Some people are going to sit in their basement and play video games. Some people are going to produce music. Some people are going to do this. Some people are going to do that. The odds of you all staying on the same path are infinitesimally small. So these people that are still in their fucking hometown clinging to this fucking thing that never really existed is weird. Like, I read this article the other day and it kind of resonated because it kind of hit on like the small town thing and why people don't evolve and whatever. But it basically was like, I don't even know really how to explain it. It just kind of hit on the people that talk about the good old days or how things used to be. That never really existed. It wasn't the good old days. You were a kid. You didn't fucking know any better. You didn't know that
Exactly.
the
All right.
you didn't know the world sucked. You didn't know that people were going to
That's a
kick you in the
great point
balls.
because earlier today, sorry to cut, listen,
No, you're fine. Cut me off.
earlier today, I literally thought to myself because I remember the good old days that they speak of.
Because you were a kid.
Yes, because I was a kid. Hold on. And not knowing things, some things were probably really good.
It's easier.
It's easier because now you're sheltered from everything
Ignorance is bliss.
else is doing. But the
Right.
internet, when the internet coming up through the internet age, seeing Pandora's box open up, the internet's nothing but Pandora's box, honey. And now that
I'll
we know, we can't go back to what we don't know now. And that's what got everybody all
we were
kind
talking
of everybody's head twisted.
me and Pat were talking about that today. Fucking about how like the internet fucked everything up. And I mean, don't get me wrong, the internet okay.
I
I'm
mean,
not gonna
it's
say no,
great
no, no,
for
no,
a
no, no,
lot
no,
of
no, stop,
things,
stop,
but
stop. Just let
damn,
me go. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. The internet, it fucked everything up, but it didn't. The internet's a tool. And how you use that tool is up to you. A hammer's a tool. I can go out and build a house with it, or I can go out and hit people in the head with it. It's still the same tool. The internet's the same way. We as a species just chose to use it in the dumbest fucking way possible.
right?
But what me and Pat were talking about was dummies used to be on an island. Like me and Pat, honestly, we're kind of just having this exact same conversation that me and you were having about like how these people are in the scene or are they in the scene or how they operate or whatever. Back in the 90s or whatever, when you went to a rave or whatever, yeah, there was probably a handful of homophobes and racists and whatever in the crowd. But you know what they did? They shut the fuck up and they kept to themselves because it's embarrassing to be those things. But because of the internet, they all fucking found each other. And now they all think they matter. And they all think they got a fucking voice. And they all fucking think they're right. So now all the dummies have grouped
They
together.
all need to heal and they all need to take accountability.
But,
It's
but,
simple.
but you're right.
You
But
know what
back
I'm
in
saying?
no, but back in the day when they were isolated, it was easy to show them, hey, here's gay people. Hey, here's trans people. Hey, here's house music. Hey, here's Asian food. Hey, don't stop being a fucking racist idiot. But
Yeah.
now, because they've all band together into this amalgamation of racism and homophobia and anti woke, whatever the fuck that means, fucking piece of shit behavior, and they all found each other and they're all on 4chan and fucking Telegram and whatever the fuck else they're on all day bitching. Now they all found each other. So you can't peel them off because they found a group, they found a home, they found their rave. It's not music related or whatever, but they found their rave, they found their group, they found their family in bigotry, in racism, in religion, in all of these things. And now that they found a group, not only have they gathered, but now they want to thrust it onto
Yeah.
everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So now you have 52% of this country that is a bunch of fucking assholes. And here we fucking are.
Here we are.
So you're right. You're right. But this is very reminiscent of the conversation that me and Pat were literally fucking just having 20 minutes ago. Fucking, it's where did these people come from? Have they always been here? Did they learn this? Did they just pop out of the fucking ground? And I think it really comes down to
It was us being open, the internet opening up its things, and then like the pandemic, which brought out all these internet DJs and these and people who are subpar
well,
thing and
fucking
them growing, but they were confident in what they were doing, but they're still
live your
doing it.
life.
Huh?
Well, you should do it.
You know?
I'm not that guy.
But
Everyone that wants to
hold on.
DJ should
And
DJ,
things evolved very quickly after everything was
and people got mad,
opened up.
and people got mad and
And
dug
then
into their weird
you still
beliefs.
got these clicks, you still got all these people doing these different things now and getting real creative with the way that they're coming out and making a name for themselves. People got their avenues. If they feel like they can do something and this is what they want to do, and they've got the hustle and drive in them to make it happen, they'll make it happen. That's any
To
entrepreneur.
a point,
That's
to a
what I
point, but
do
you
for a living. That's what I do all the time. But
to
you
a
know what?
point.
I also know that's not for everybody. And that's why a lot of people try to do it kind of part time or unless they get help with that kind of stuff, because it is very time consuming. And after doing, and if you're young and doing it, then you know what I mean? Yeah, you got that energy and strive in you to do it even more because you've got you might not have as who knows if how how you're budgeting your time and your lifestyle and everything else and how that fits in the scenario or if that is your what you're aiming for.
You
It's
you
all
can't.
these avenues that people are taking. Here's the problems that I've witnessed over in our scene. I think in a lot of people's scenes is when we were coming out in the scene, we came to the events. You know what I mean? Like in Akron, it was, the contrive events. You know what I mean? That was a thing. We had, and if, there was these little parties, and
Sure.
then you had these crews in those parties, and you go and see those specific crews, and they kept up the culture very nicely. And they all
Yeah.
kind of worked together at one point. But then, you
Yeah,
know,
we never worked together. That was we didn't work together. I've been doing this for 30 years. We've never worked together. There's
and
always
that's
been
another,
cliques and
there's
crews
all,
and
that's another topic for another discussion. It's just like, yeah, you could do whatever you want, but how
I encourage
are you
everyone to
really
do it.
building the scene when you really got just these,
No, but like look,
like all these shows jumping on top of each other?
but
You know
the
what I mean?
wheat,
Like,
yeah,
yeah,
I do know what you mean. I've been doing this for 30, I've been throwing and playing shows for
but
almost 30 years.
out,
It's the wheat separates itself from the chaff.
right.
The cream rises to the top. So I encourage everybody that wants to be a DJ to go buy equipment and buy some tracks and be a DJ. And I encourage everybody that wants to throw a party to try to throw a party. Do it. Do it. Do it. You'll be gone in a year. Do it. I fucking dare you to do it. I dare you to do it. And not only do I dare you to do it, keep doing it. Try. I fucking dare you, you weak ass bitches. You'll fall the fuck off. You all will fall off. You'll all fall off. Look around. Look around. There's me, there's Blackbird, there's Josh, there's fucking Mark. There's a handful of us that have persevered. Everyone else has fallen off because it's fucking hard. It's a fucking kick in the dick every fucking day. And
It's a
you
passion problem. Let's
you
just
ain't built for
say,
it.
let's chill on the
You
language.
ain't built for it. Well, no, but you ain't built for it.
So,
Y'all ain't built for this shit. You think you are. I'm 43 and I watch the sunrise 2 days a week. I'm out. I'm up from Thursday till Monday half the time and working a regular job while I do it and throwing shows and DJing and doing photography. You ain't built for it. So do it. I encourage you to do it because I can't do it forever. So somebody's got to fucking be the next person. Me and Brian and Josh and Mark and
yeah.
you and we can't do this forever. I can try. I'm damn
I
sure going to do it until
I
I
enjoy
can't.
the show. When I got into doing my own shows and stuff, I knew what I was getting myself into because I wasn't rolling with the crew like you roll with the crew,
But
obviously.
I also helped you and
But
told
yes,
you what to expect.
you helped me go and set up my equipment, and I'm always appreciative of that. But it's just like, but these shows though have taught me when I went into this, it was about me developing my own audience and my
and,
own crowd
and you've done an
and
amazing
how
job.
I could, do that on my own. And I did that. And you know what I mean? And it's a really good feeling because I said, you know what? I believe in this music because this music feels good to me. This music has healed me. This music is something that I want to continue to give to others. And if I have these avenues in which I can do that, I could continue to take my healing practice out even further. You know what I mean? Like people don't realize that I've been a 25-year massage therapist and bodywork specialist. You know what I mean?
Well,
I do a lot of energy healing and all that time on these people, and it's what I do, but I can't do that forever. What I did find is, bringing that level of energy into DJing and into my art, which I feel is helping people when they do come to my sets, because that's really what I'm doing behind the
and
deck.
it's
I'm
and it's
healing well.
cross promotion.
It's a it's a
It's
beautiful feeling.
you're doing a lot of different things that all kind of come together into this interesting and diverse package. Like,
Right.
yeah, you have your square job, and then you have your art, and then you have your
Yeah.
music stuff, and like it, but you kind of weave it into this thing
Yes.
that works, and kind of one hand washes the other, and it's very interesting to watch, like, and help and be kind of a part of in some weird way. Like,
Hey,
look, man, I know I'm not like, I don't give out a lot of attaboys. I feel like, you just go do your shit and shut up, but you do an amazing job at
you've
what
been
you do.
very, yes, I appreciate. I've always, I know that you're proud of me, and
And I am. Yeah, absolutely.
you do watch in pride, like, man, look at her do that. You know what
You've accomplished more. You've accomplished more in fucking 5, 6 years than I've done in 30.
I mean? Aw,
So, like, I mean, look, I've been all over and done all sorts of gnarly, awful things, but you're doing it and making money and having fun. So that's fucking sweet.
thanks. Because it's
You know,
possible. I work. I definitely do a
you work
lot.
hard.
I do. I definitely put a lot of work
Well,
into it.
you're also you're
I
real
mean,
good at
I want a vacation, a real vacation, so bad.
you're real
Trust me.
good. You're real good at all the shit that I'm not good at. Like,
That's
I
it.
could I
That's
could
it.
probably be famous, but I don't want to fucking
Yes.
talk to
You
anybody.
don't
So
want
it's
to
like,
do the other things that I'm
I
doing.
don't want to talk to anybody. I fuck TikTok. Don't message me on Instagram. Fucking, I just don't email me. Leave me alone. I'm gonna make music and play shows, and you're gonna come dance. Like, and don't get me wrong, like,
Yes, you do
but
these
like
sounds.
it's just
Tell ya.
like that shit. I
Boy,
hate all that stuff. I hate social media, even though I'm on it.
I
And
know.
like
You like
it's
to
just,
talk. You do like to do you like to run your mouth, but
I do.
I think that's where your passion lies. And
Well, it's just,
you're very, you know,
I gotta stick up for people, and I gotta fucking fight the fight, man. Like, you
yeah,
you you can't get kind of back into where we were. If you give an inch, they'll take a mile.
yes.
So somebody's got to be on the front lines, and I guess it's got to be me, because I don't know anywhere else to be. Like, I got to be out. I got to be out there dodging bullets, man. Like, that's where I exist. That's where I thrive.
I still like, here's the thing, when I was thinking about this too, as we were approaching, this time right now that we're experiencing, especially with all the people that I meet every day and that I bring a lot of joy to. I like to think that there's more good than there's bad, and that there's a lot of great people out there that will be in this with us,
There's
even if it doesn't feel like it. You know
there
what I'm saying?
good and bad's perception. I mean, I not to go like too existential or like get off your point, but like,
I think a lot of us have been real, and I want to just say this just to get this off my chest because I've never been so far right or far left. I've always been very in the middle on issues, all issues.
I'm so far left, I got my guns
I
back.
do feel more conservative than I do in the other things because I did everything myself. I never depended on anybody. And I think that when I talk to my friends who lean more towards that side, they see somebody like me and then say, well, she did it. Anybody else can do it. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. But see,
Maybe
everybody, hold on, everybody, and here's what I want to just say to that. Everybody has different,
circumstances.
right. Different emotional makeup, different upbringings, different hurdles, different challenges that we can't just put everybody in a box,
100%.
at all. Okay.
100%.
I am the exception,
Not the rule.
not the
Right.
rule.
Right. I agree. And that's why I was going to
I'm
kind of
saying
expand on your point.
nobody, and that you can meet every single last one of my friends and the people in my life or who have seen me evolve over the years and be able to be a single mom with three boys and raise men in my life and be in this space and all of this stuff and still be able to be a businesswoman and and be able to hang out with my friends and make time to do the things that I love.
And to expand on that, like that's kind of the whole crux of who I am and why I am the way I am.
My
Like
brain is,
you're like you just summed up everything though. Your situation is just that. Your situation.
hmm
So the other guy's situation might not be your situation.
right,
He may not like, yeah, you might have had it hard, but he might have had it harder. He might have had it easier.
right,
We don't know. Comparative struggle,
right.
as I call it, quote unquote, comparative struggle is a tool used by the people in charge to keep the people not in charge fucking fighting with each other.
hmm
It keeps everybody rabbling and bitching and complaining instead of taking over. Oh, well, my life was harder than your life, and your life was harder than your life.
We
And we
need
all
to
sit
stop
around and we try
doing
to
that
figure it out.
too,
Right.
because
It's comparative struggle.
right, but hold on. Just because, and here's the other thing that just because you may be seeing them experience some joy in their life doesn't mean they're not going they're that this is how it's going to be.
Right.
You can't measure that because we all are going to
Right.
go through some things.
Right.
It's just it's the human way.
Right. I'm just talking about like struggle,
It's the
struggle. Like,
lifespan way.
right. Well, everybody's got bad days. I mean, like,
Right.
I'm just talking about
There's going to
struggle,
be
struggle.
things. There's if, even if it's not directly impacting you, it's going to do in some aspects, it could be anybody, a family member, somebody close to you that can impact your life.
Well, and that's a great point. Everything impacts you
Everything.
because
Everything.
there's this trickle down economics don't work, but trickle down emotions work a lot. Like if I have a bad day and I come home and I'm pissed off, that's going to affect you.
Right.
It shouldn't, but let's be
It
real.
could.
No, it's gonna. Let's be real. If I walk in the door and I'm fucking pissy pants, that's going to affect you and
Yeah.
vice versa. And
Yes.
then you're going to go out in the world and you're going to be upset and you're going to affect the guy at the gas station. He's going to be like, what's up with that bitch? And fucking like it, like, but no, like it's that trickle down and blown out. Like when you throw a rock into the pond and the ripples go out, you're affecting everyone that you come in contact every single day,
Mm,
whether you like it or not. Even the way you look at them, your facial expressions, all of it. You affect every single person that you interact with every single day in some way, positively or negatively or neutrally.
exactly. And when I wake up every day, my first words are thank you. And how can I
Yeah.
be of service today?
Mine is any day above ground's a good day. So we'll start there.
Right.
I mean, ain't dead yet. So despite my best efforts. But fucking no, man. Like I kind of joked about it today. I was talking to some people and like, look, man, shit's kind of fucked, but what a fucking time to be alive, man. Like, let's fucking just sit back and enjoy the irony and the humor and the craziness. Like, look, I like to engage with people. It gives me life. It serves me. It serves me
Right.
well. It makes me I don't know, man. Like arguing with people, fucking, oh, it's like heroin to me. I love it. Fucking, but if that's not for you, don't do that. If it doesn't serve you well, if it doesn't bring anything to your life, don't do it. Like you're not obligated to engage with people. If you can just say, click, nope, delete, whatever. And I've been doing that too. Like if somebody leaves some fucking diatribe on one of my posts about their fucking right wing hooey and whatever, I go, you know what I do? I go, fucking delete, not reading that shit. You just spent 45 minutes typing out all that shit. You know what I did? I fucking threw it in the garbage. Fuck you. I don't owe you my time. You're on my turf. You're on my time. If you come to my page and write crazy comments or whatever, I'm gonna throw them in the garbage. I might argue with you if I'm feeling froggy, but in general, I'm just gonna fucking throw that shit in the garbage. You have to,
You should just have your own little Ricky Rant show and
but it
call
comes back. It comes back to what we were talking about. It's those
I'm
lines in the
not
sand.
kidding. Just
It's
do
those
that. Call
lines,
it a day.
but it's those lines in the sand. It's those how. Who is the person? How important are they? How much time are you willing to give them? Are you willing to engage them? Is this just an acquaintance? Is it not even an acquaintance? Is it a stranger? Throw it in the garbage, man. You're not obliged. You're not obligated to oblige people. Send them packing. Send them packing. If you ain't related to them, even if you are, if it like you don't, you're not obligated. Find your family. Go out to a party, go out to a bar, go out to the rock show, go out to the metal show, go out to the rave, whatever you're into. Go out to that thing and find those people. If you're a crazy right wing person, go to the fucking Trump cult rally and fucking find those people. Find your crew. Go find them, whoever it is. You're not obligated. And at this point in time, you're probably not going to change anyone's mind. Shit's so divisive and wild and whatever right now that if you're not built for it, don't engage because there's going to be backlash. There's going to be people coming at you. There's going to be problems along the way. So if you're not built for it, just opt out. I'll be here. I will argue for you. Tag me in the post. I'll come in swinging. Fucking, if you're not built for
No,
it,
you're not going to do that.
I'm just saying, in general, like just tee them up, man. I'll come in. I'm built for it. I can take the criticism. I can take the heat. I can take the smoke. I'm okay with it. I'll sleep fine tonight. I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks of me. So if you can't handle it, I am available. And I don't mean everybody message me and make me into your champion. I'm just saying in general, don't put yourself in situations that you're not built for. And that's musically or online or going to a rally or a protest or whatever. Don't put yourself in situations that you're not mentally built for. You don't have to be everything.
Let me
What's
ask you
that?
something. Do you think artists and DJs have a role in bringing people together despite their differences? And how can
No,
it facilitate it?
no, I don't. I'm not here to fix people. I'm not a therapist. Go fix your own problems. You're not welcome at the barbecue. We already covered that. Like, look, it's you're not. You're fucking not, man. If you voted for Trump, you're not welcome at the barbecue. Don't buy my music. Go away. Fuck off.
Let
I
me,
don't need you.
they're so, I did make a post though the other day about there being so many undercovers in there. It's like
That's different. That's different.
if you are so proud, then just come out.
But if you're willing to fucking shut the fuck up about it, then
Or
you're not
just,
proud of it. So that's okay.
you could be private about it and not,
I don't know.
I don't
I'm
know.
torn.
Like, I don't know. Are we? I don't know. I don't want to go back to the days where people are being two-faced either. Like they're kiki smiling and kikiing in your face, and
I
they're
don't care.
also being dishonest behind your back. You know what I mean?
I
I don't
don't care.
like that either. That's fake.
I don't I don't care. Talk shit about me when I'm not in the room. I don't give a fuck. Be nice to me. If you're nice to my face, whatever, that's fine. That's all I care about. But to your other point, like
Oh,
if you're like undercover Trump guy, see that's a guy you can still reach. Like
mm,
if they're undercover, if they're not out and proud about it, that's a guy you can still reach because you can take him to the rave and you can take him to the ethnic restaurant and you can fucking introduce him to some trans people and
mhm.
he'll realize, hey man, they're just people. It's the out and proud, crazy cult people. You're not going to change them. And that's the problem in this country. Stop reaching across the aisle to people that want to chop your arm off. There's nothing to be had from that. You're just setting yourself up from a bad fucking time. So, you have to gauge where people are on that spectrum. Is this person worth my time? Is this conversation worth my time? Is it going to be productive? Can I even get through to this person? Is there a reason to get through to them? If I do get through to them, is it going to bear fruit? Like, so it's, and look, like, I throw the word conservative around or Republican around. Those people are fine. I have friends that are more conservative leaning, but they're more like old school conservative, like, balance the budget and let's close the borders up a little bit, and, dumb shit like that. This, the Republican Party is dead. Trump killed the Republican Party. Like, Republicans, find me one. Real Republicans don't give a shit about abortion or religion or gays or this or that. They just want to balance the budget and keep the government small. Now, they never fucking did that, but that's another story for another day. But we've entered the state of MAGA. The Republican Party is the Trump Party now. So it's
Mhm.
fall in line and be a part of that or don't. And, the Democratic Party is inept and corrupt. So we're in a weird place in this country,
Yeah.
and it sucks.
But
I
you know
mean,
what? This is the thing. I'm all about staying true to yourself. So it's crucial to hold on to our principles even when it feels lonely. How
sure.
do you stay true to your convictions in a world that often prioritizes financial gain over dignity and justice?
I ain't ever went to bed hungry, so I'm just gonna be me. If you don't like it, I don't want your fucking money. That's the long and short of it. Money comes, money goes, but I gotta be me forever. So I gotta go to sleep at night. And whether that's in a box or in a fucking mansion, I still gotta fucking sleep at night. Like, that's it. I'm never gonna stop. Never. I'm never gonna fucking stop. I'm gonna be annoying and loud and fucking shitty forever. And when they fucking put me in the fucking ground, then that'll be it. I don't know who else to be or how else to be. I have to be this person. I have to fight this fight. I have to get up every day and look, I have my days where it's hard and I'm tired and I don't post or I don't advertise or I don't go in on anybody or whatever. And by and large, I haven't gone in on anybody in a long, long time. But when you start, I haven't. I really haven't. I've been good until this election cycle started. And, but you can't let marginalized groups
Hmm.
be used as bargaining chips. You can't let them be punched down upon. Someone has to slam their fucking fist on the table and bring some order to the room.
Right.
And it's like I feel compelled to do that sometimes where it's like you're wrong and you're wrong. So why are you doing that? Like I can't just sit here and watch hundreds of years of progress just be flushed down the fucking toilet because
And that
that's what it
felt
is.
like that's again, that was what it felt like when I woke up.
Yeah.
When I woke
I've
up from it and saw the news, I felt like it was like all of that work, all of our ancestors before us. For what?
yeah. Well,
For what? And it's
but
saying now it feels like we're going into, and I do have to wrap this up. Um, I feel like it's going into this cycle. And
it
now
is.
it's like if you are aware, I wouldn't even really, at the end of the day, everybody's gonna have to learn their lessons. Everybody's going to have to evolve in their own
Fuck
time.
around and find
So
out.
it doesn't matter what you think, what I think, what anybody thinks. They have to get
Right.
through this evolving, this lesson because everybody's
Right.
got to learn some tough lessons, whether or not They think they're right or not, or you think you're right or not. It's the whole point of evolvement,
If
and
your belief,
everybody is learning at the same. That's why when I got up and said, you know what, I'm going to enjoy my life. I'm tired. I'm good. I've done
I'm
the work. I've been doing the work, you know,
tired too. I get it.
and I'm just going to keep focused on, the things that I want to do and the good that I want to continue to bring
Right.
to the world, and the art and the music that I want to put in. I do want to still dance. I do still want to celebrate life every day.
You should.
And
This isn't the
I
end.
don't
It's
want
just
any of this negativity to impose that. If anything, I'm a light in this world. So I'm going to continue to light away.
this isn't the end. It's the beginning.
Right.
You have to just get up every day and do the damn thing. Like
Yes.
it's not always going to be fucking easy, but you just fucking do it anyway, man. It's very simple. The world doesn't care, so you get up and do it anyway. It's that's it. Do it anyway. Do the thing anyway. And if somebody's jamming you up or in your way or being shitty, fucking stomp them out. Fucking get them out your way. Put them in the corner. Just avoid them. Leave them alone. Whatever. Just it's not it. Everybody goes, "Oh, everything's political." Well, yeah, it got made political because politics stopped being about politics and it started being about people's right to exist or people's right to healthcare or
Mhm.
people's right to mental health or whatever the fuck it is. Like you guys stopped making it about politics and started making it about people. So now we got to push back. So push back, but don't wear yourself out. I guess that would be my takeaway from all this and my message to other people. Just don't wear yourself out.
Ricky, where can people find your music right now? And
Uh
tell them about your latest EP that you
well, there's a couple things. There's some drum and bass and some techno on Beatport. Obviously Ricky Spanish or Intimate Venue Recordings. That's the label that I'm working with right now.
yeah,
Shout out to Quentin and Ian. Ian just released an EP
yeah.
as well. If you go to Intimate Venue
Legend.
Recordings on fucking Beatport, everything's there. Quentin Allen, Q Data, Quinn Data, all he's got like 15 fucking aliases. But my stuff's on Beatport as well. Ricky Spanish, real Ricky Spanish on SoundCloud. If you want to get in the Thunderdome, I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram, but I don't really use it. Fuck X, fuck Elon Musk. I don't use that shit. Threads is trash. Get off Threads. Don't use that.
Oh, I like Threads. I
Threads
just
is a garbage fire.
not. Actually, I'm having a lot of fun on Threads. The DJ,
Uh,
no, the DJ, my DJ threads are fire. I like my threads. So, it's
TikTok.
like way better than Twitter and X. I could never really get that. And then when Elon took over and
I have a TikTok,
let
but I don't
Trump
really
back
use it.
on there, like I was like, okay, I said, it's time for me to go. And that was it.
Everyone should
Sorry,
cancel
but
your
not
ex. But
sorry.
no, I got it. I got a TikTok, but I don't really use
I
it.
am
I'm
not
out
a
there, man.
therapist. I don't want to start.
If you can't find me, you don't need to find me. So
But okay, before we wrap up, I want to remind our listeners to sign up for my email, guys, newsletter at loloknows.com. Little pop-up window. Just put in your email. Stay connected for updates on new music, which I got coming up, actually, and some new art, and where you can renew your soul with me here in Cleveland and Akron. So thanks for tuning in to In the Know with Lolo Knows. And remember, it's okay to seek out spaces that align with your beliefs. Until next time, let's keep dancing and standing firm in our convictions. Thank you, Ricky Spanish, for being here and for this awesome conversation. I
yeah, it
appreciate
was a good
you so
time.
much.
Of
And
course.
have a wonderful and glorious day, everybody. Keep it
Later.
positive. Peace.